That's so it's helping that all the time. Now, as I said earlier, Sakkaya, when you say Sakkaya Ditti, it is coming from Kama Chanda, selecting Kama. Now see, remember all these things are developed by us within inside by associating with the outside world, the root of the objects.
Yes.
No one is inviting us. We ourselves are making all these things. So Buddha said, outside worldly things are not giving us happiness or unhappiness. They are not there to give us happiness or unhappiness. What we are trying to do is we are going to catch them, to use them to get happiness, then we get into trouble by
Yes.
attacking on that very hardly or
Strongly.
strongly. That's right. Very hardly or strongly. Quite right. So it's the reason why when what Buddha said is how to how to rectify that situation, how to stop that situation. Well, don't believe in them to get the happiness. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So the outside world things are not at fault. We are at fault. We are the people making wrong decisions and try to get the happiness through them. So that has
Sorry, you said outside objects,
they are not at fault. They are not making mistakes for us. We are making the mistakes for us. They are
what
not
is the vocabulary?
at
Uh,
fault. They are not at fault. Fault. Fault
F
is they are not wrong. We are the wrong people.
FAULT.
Fault. Fault.
Oh, fault.
Yeah, fault.
It's not their fault, it's our fault.
They are not they are not
Okay.
at fault. They are not at fault. We are at fault.
Yes. Yes, exactly. We attach to them,
Hmm.
not they attach to us.
No, they are not telling us, please attach to me. They won't say that.
Yes.
I will give you that.
We.
Yeah. They won't say, please attach to me. If you attach to me, I'll give you happiness. They won't say that.
No, never.
So you have to look at in those lines, and they must say that. That's right.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so we are at fault. Now there's another thing I want to tell you here. We have in the previous lives and this life, we have been used to that particular scenario of getting happiness through outside worldly things. So that's a
Yes,
habitual action, is a habit that we have practiced for a long period in this life and the previous lives.
agree.
So therefore, people find it very hard to overcome that situation.
Yes,
But Buddha gives a method for us to control and get that situation control and again to overcome it completely, to get to obtain the neutrality or equanimity. Neutrality or equanimity, that means not feelings, neutral concepts.
neutral concept. Okay.
Yeah. Now, there's another thing. These are all bad actions or hurting actions to our system. So if I go through that 10 Sanyojan again, Sakkaritti Vichikicha Silabbata Paramasa Kamaraga Patiga. So Kamaraga means that Kama, which started with Sakkaya Ditti, is coming behind us. Because it says, you said, I can give you happiness. Here I am coming behind you. Kama Raga, repetitively it's coming behind us. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Kama Raga. Then when the Kama Raga comes, particle, the system is, get disturbed. The particles get distorted. The particles get distorted.
Okay.
The particles of the system get distorted. This array, they hurt themselves by squeezing, compression, warming up, and equanimity, and also vibration.
Yes.
So if equanimity is, it is called being neutral. Being neutral is equanimity. So you are not expecting anything from them, or you are not going for or against. So you are not going for the outside objects for happiness or unhappiness. That's neutrality.
Yes.
That is called neutrality. So anyway, so therefore Kamaraga comes, then Kama is coming towards us, then Patiga, it's disturbing the system. Sometimes we know it's doing to us, sometimes we don't know. It's not informing us. Here I am coming to disturb you. No. Why? Because our object is to get the happiness. So we forget all the other things going around us because our main objective is to get the happiness. So our concentration is on that happiness rather than what is happening to our system. That's
Yes.
why we suffer, Buddha says. So it's Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga. So the Rupa comes to create Upadana Rupa inside, to go along this path, to make it worse. So Rupa comes in, Rupa goes, the next one comes in, goes. So Rupa Raga, Arupa Raga. Rupa Raga, Arupa Raga. Incoming Rupa, outgoing Rupa. Incoming Rupa, outgoing Rupa. Incoming Rupa make Upadana Rupa. Outgoing Rupa is finished the job and moving away.
Yeah, they Rupa
Yeah.
Dam.
The same
say?
Rupa. Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
doctor. So
Yeah.
you mean that I mean the
Incoming.
incoming, the enter one is Upadana Rupa, and the other one is Aru. The outcome is Arupa Raga, right?
Raga means repetitively. Now see, you must look at the
Repetitively.
sound. Rupa Raga. Raga means repetitively. Rupa is coming towards us repetitively. That's called Rupa Raga. Arupa Raga means oncoming, repetitively oncoming Rupa, which made the Upadana Rupa is leaving the system. Arupa Raga. So they are coming and give the trouble and they leave. They come, produce the Upadana Rupa, then they leave. So that process is explained by the Buddha in this manner. Rupa Raga then makes the Upadana Rupa, but Buddha doesn't say that. Buddha explained that earlier. So Rupa Raga, then the Arupa Raga, they are going away.
Oh, yes.
Can you understand that now? Rupa Raga, Arupa Raga.
You mean Rupa Raga is
Rupa Raga
the Rupa coming in the mind?
coming to the mind is Rupa is the fictitious figures or figurines of the outside world, the objects. That is Rupa. As I said, all these Rupa are made out of light rays. We discussed that. So the
Yes,
light
yes, light
rays are
rays.
bringing these to us through all the six senses, like, through the eyes, through the nose, the smell, through the sound, and so on. So they are coming from six senses. Not only one. It's not only one. You have
Yes,
to remember that it's coming from six senses, please. So all
yes.
we have to keep that in mind. So they come in and they make Upadana Rupa and then they leave. So Upadana Rupa is going to get the Sakkaya Ditthi, Vichikicca, Silabbata, Paramasa, Kamaraga, Patika. So Rupa Raga, Arupa Raga process involving more and more are coming. That's what Buddha says. It doesn't stop at one point. It is coming continuously. That's why Buddha said Rupa Raga, Arupa Raga at this particular point.
Okay.
Hope you understood that. Then Mana. Mana is the speed of those Rupa Raga coming and going. That speed is increasing little by little. So Mana Uddacha is that speed, it's coming at a significant speed. So it goes up, 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 up faster because we are inviting them quickly. I want to have the happiness, quickly. So it's coming fast. Then when we get the happiness, especially we believe in all these 9 items that is called avidya. So we believe it's giving us happiness even though it is temporary. So that is the myth that we come across and become victims of those myths. We are
Mint.
become
MEANT. Mint. You mean?
victims.
MITH means,
Myth,
right?
MYTH, myth. It's not true. Myth is fake. Yeah, myth. It's a fake.
A myth.
Yeah, myth is a fake. It's not actual. It's a myth. Fictitious. Yeah, there's another 3 words you can use. Not actual, fictitious, fake, a myth.
Okay.
So all are in the same category. Now, where are we? We are at avidya. So if we are at avidya, what we are going to do? We are going to ask for more and more help from the outside world for happiness.
Yes. Another
Then,
object maybe from.
yeah, therefore, if the person is with avidya, that person goes through the 10 defilements. Kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desa, moha, maccari, krodha, vaira. So, person with avidya has to go through that at one instance, one situation. Then has to go through the kama, chanda, vyapada, tinamidda, uddhacca, kucca, vicikicca. 5 hindrances, stopping the calmness. Then has to go to Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vinyana, producing thoughts, more and more thoughts to get that. Then coming to Sakkaya Ditthi, Vichikicca, Silabbata, Paramasa, Kamaraga, Patika, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddhacca, Avidya, coming back to the same point. So start with that point, go along all these papa actions or unwholesome actions and coming back to the same thing and over again and believing the outside world is the only savior who gives the happiness. Can you understand what I said there?
Yes. So that means we are in a how to say,
You come back
backtrack.
to the same point here. You come back to the same point, no escape. Can't escape because we don't know. Because just imagine person who doesn't know these things is
We're in a circle.
going circle, searching
Cannot
for
go out. Cannot escape.
then asking that person is asking why I'm getting angry. Why that person is getting angry? Why that is happening to me? Why that is this is happening to him? How come? So all those questions are asked because doesn't know the reasons. So Buddha is telling us all the reasons for us to analyze.
Yes.
What a pity.
Hmm?
What
What
a
a-
pity. Yeah. So in that circle, and there is no way to out, and there is no way out.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll give you another example. Buddha said, this is a good question. Not good question, good example, sorry. So Buddha said, there was a person who got some sort of illness, health issue, some sort of a illness. So in the village, you know what
Okay.
illness is. You know what illness
Mm.
is. So this fellow went out to find some medicine from he was going, he's a village man, he was trying to get something from trees. So he's searching for a tree, leaves of a tree which can cure this particular illness. So he went out and went along this road, that road, so many kilometers here and there, right?
Yeah.
That person couldn't find the real leaves of the tree that he is searching for. Maybe a doctor has prescribed that particular leaves of the tree. So he went everywhere in that vicinity of the country. Then he came back home, totally discouraged and tired. And when he came back, he saw a tree in the fence of his house, which is exactly the leaves of the tree he's searching for. So that was in the fence of the house where he's living at. Okay?
Yeah.
So he said to him, I went all along to find
Leaves.
this particular leaves to cure my problem, but it is here in my house. So it is the example Buddha said, it is like you when you get annoyed, when you get angry, when you are not happy, you go all over the world to find where the problem is, but the problem is with you.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the example Buddha has given. So it's like a
Right.
person going all over the place to find the medicine for that illness. So we have got an illness. Illness is we are undergoing unhappiness, unsatisfactoriness, sorrowfulness, you name all the negative feelings. The problem is within ourselves.
Yes.
So you can't blame the outsiders. Buddha said,
Yeah.
don't blame the outsiders because the problem is with us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We created this.
Of course, we create by ourselves. We create
Yes.
by ourselves, and we shout at us and cry and run here and there, do all sort of bad things, hurting things. That is the reason why Buddha said, observe yourself, what is happening to you. So through this learning, we are invited to figure out the real problem and the reason. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the next point. If you're happy, I would like to look at the Paticca Samuppada, right? If you go to Paticca Samuppada now, yeah. Okay, let us look at these terms or the sounds, please. Avijja, Paccaya, Sankara. So Avijja, we know what Avijja is, we just learned. Sankara, we have learned earlier. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sankara, Paccaya, Vijnana, we have learned earlier. Sankara and Vijnana. Vijnana, Paccaya, Nama, Rupa. Out of those two, we know Rupam. But Nama, I explained, Nama is a thought. Right?
Yes.
Then Nama Rupa Paccaya Salayatana. It's not that we have studied earlier. Salayatana.
Salayatan.
Salayatana. Salayatana.
Salayatana.
Yes, yeah, Salayatana. That's right. Well done. Yeah. Sala, to go for halfway. Salayatana. Salayatana. Salayatana means 6 senses. Our 6 senses in a different term even. Buddha gave Salayatana. So that is actually called Sala Ayatana. Sala Ayatana, Salayatana. Sala Ayatana means 6. Sala means 6. Ayatana means organizations. There are 6 organizations within us. That is eyes, nose, tongue, ears, body, and the brain. 6 organizations are there. What are they producing? They are helping to produce thoughts. They are producing upadana rupa through the system. So they are in the production line to produce the thoughts. So Salayatana is that. Okay?
Okay.
So you can understand that Salayatana is 6 senses. So that also we studied, but not with this term, isn't it? That's why I said all are there, but we have not studied directly with the term, but yes, another term has come. So Salayatana. So hereafter we don't say 6 senses. In Magadhi language, we say Salayatana.
Salayatan.
So I'm going through these terms now instead of explaining everything and confuse you. So just go through that. Salayatana Paccaya Passo, the next one. Just
Passo.
concentrate on the term sounds. Passo. Passo means reactions. They are reacting. Salayatana reacts. 6 senses reacts. Make actions. They are undergoing actions. They are reacting. So that is what passo means, that. When they react, when they react with the outside world, the rupa, I'm repeating the same thing that we have studied, nothing new. So when they react with our eyes, nose, tongue, ears, body and the brain, when they react with the outside world, the rupa, fictitious rupa, to make upadana rupa, then we get what we get through the reactions or the actions. We get happy feelings, temporary happy feelings, and temporary unhappy feelings. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can you understand that? So when I look at through my eyes something, then all of a sudden I get a feeling. That's a nice flower. I want to get it. By the time I go there, somebody has picked it. So I got the happiness to get it. In a second, I got the unhappiness when I see somebody has picked it.
Yes.
So that is happiness and unhappiness are happening because I reacted with that, with the eyes, with the upadana rupa, that is passa, passa, Passapatya Vedana. Vedana is something that you have learned. Passapatya Vedana, the next item. Vedana is happy, unhappy, and neutral concepts. But in our case, we are always having happy or unhappy feelings. So that is the Vedana.
Okay.
I'll come back to this again. Don't worry. I'm just trying to, if you miss anything, don't worry. Just go through that and see. The next one is Vedana Patya. Vedana leads to, or Vedana brings. Patya means brings. Tanha is being attached to, like to attach. That if that Vedana is good Vedana or happy Vedana, we attach to that. Even it is unhappy Vedana, we attach to that and create anger. Right?
Yes.
So we can't escape. If it is happy feeling, we take it. Still, it is not going to last long. It's a temporary feeling. When it dies out, when it goes away, we get the unhappy feeling. So it's Vedana Patya Tanha. We are attached to that. We get attached to that. Tanha is attached to it. Or Tanha is attentive towards that particular situation, attentive or attached to that. The Buddha has, I told you long time ago, I think few days ago, the term tanha, that sound tanha, Buddha used 130 times in Mahasatipatthana Sutra, in another sutra. 130,
Yes.
130 times and said, be careful about tanha. Tanha can take you to the worst situation. Now see, it is happening here. Tanha patya upadana. Upadana means being born as what? We will be born as, inside we are born again and again in these situations as said in the other ones. Being born, upadana, or we are made like that, or we are, once I explain that thing, you can understand what being born is. Upadana patya bhavo. That means bhavo means we become a different person. For example, if a person get angry, that person's entire system is going to change. So that person becomes a different person compared to what he or she was few minutes ago, before the anger came. Can you follow what I said?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bhava is changing. So bhava is
Changing.
bhava is becoming a different person. Now see,
Okay.
can you remember the example I gave you, that mother? Mother was doing something at home. Her son went to office, didn't come
Yes.
on time, and
Yes.
the mother system is gradually changing from good to bad, good to
Yeah.
worse, getting upset. So that is also bhava. So it's
Okay.
mother is changing the system. That is bhava. When the
Changing the
bhava,
system.
yeah,
Changing the
the
system.
system, the entire, that is physically as well as emotionally, both are changing, not
Yes.
only physical.
Both.
Because
Both.
as I said, yeah, the entire human uh, system, entire human system is changing. That is called bhava, bhavo, or bhava or bhavo. Bhavapatya jati. So jati means, what is jati? Jati is now this person, entire system is now changing gradually. It is changing from bad to worse little by little. It can't do what it did earlier. That is jati. Changing to a different person.
Yeah.
I'll give you example. Jati. Jati is something like this. I don't know whether this example is good. Say a rat. There is a rat.
Yeah,
Now,
there is a rat.
yeah, rat is followed by a python. Python took the rat into the mouth. Now, inside the body of the python, what is happening to the rat? Rat is gradually becoming the part of the python. Now no more rat in 2-3 hours. There is no rat.
Terrible.
The rat becomes the part of the python's body, converted to the python's body. Can you understand that?
Yes.
So it's changing. Now there is no rat. It's like this. Jati is that, something like that. So that previous person is no more there. Entirely a different person, even for a short period of time. Of course, that person, when person gradually calms down, takes the previous position, of course, but it changes in no time and bring us a different person, which is terrible. That's why how the people go and do all cruel things when they change. Is it too much? Tell me.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you
we'll
just
stop.
explain. Yeah, you use the rat and peasant to explain which
Yeah,
word?
Jati.
jati.
Jati?
Yeah, jati. Change that. I give you an example. Jati means it's changed completely. Now it's a different person. Like I'll give you
Change
another.
completely.
Yeah, I'll give you another example. Say somebody got really annoyed with someone, right? Somebody got annoyed with someone very strongly, and he's shivering, he's shouting, and he's with a gun or a knife or something. Just imagine that situation.
Yes.
That person is not the person that we have seen 5 minutes ago, but a calm person. So this incident, bad incident occurred, unfortunately, and he became a murderer in a matter of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yes. Can be.
That is jati.
I
Becoming a
see.
jati, different person, entirely different person. Can't imagine it even. Then jati pacha jara. Jara means the entire system is deteriorated now within that period. The entire system is changed. Every, the blood, you name the blood, the bones, the veins, the thinking pattern, you name, everything is changed. Dati jara marana means it is killed by the previous situation, is totally killed or destroyed. That is the word. Destroyed. That is called marana. So within us, it's all these changes could happen. Buddha said the avijja can take us to that situation. So what a situation is that?
You mean the last vocabulary, jara?
Jara. Jara means fully disabled. Totally.
Fully disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fully disabled.
Can't go back to where that person was. because he's gone so badly to that point, then kills that person himself, is killing the previous nicely behaved person has been killed or destroyed. That is marana. Jara, marana, that's coming together. Buddha didn't say pachya. Buddha said, pachya, after pachya, jara, marana, soka, parideva, dukkha, domanassa. So it's jara, marana when it comes, soka. Soka is, weeping and crying inside. Can't see outside. It's weeping and crying inside. That is why people, when they do the murder, after murdering somebody, they confess and say, I'm not the person who did that. Because that person can't believe he did it. Who did it? Avidya. Avidya did the worst action. Actually speaking, he's an innocent person. But because of going along this path, he becomes a murderer. And he confesses, sorry, I didn't do that. Well, he can't believe that he did it. Make sense?
So, sorry, doctor, you just said the avidya lead to
Yeah, avidya
soka.
avidya
Soka.
soka parideva dukkha domanassa sambhavanti. That means soka is unhappiness to the extreme. Sorrowfulness, soka parideva, the sorrowfulness spread to the entire system. Parideva means that. Parideva is, going through the entire system. Soka is unhappiness going through the entire system. That is dukkha, the fear and suffering. Dukkha. Domanassa. Dukkha, domanassa. It's crying and, weeping and crying and doing all sort of things. Sambhavanti, that is fully, full, all those things are full with this person. Sambhavanti. Evame tassa kevalassa. This is how that person is going to suffer in the life. That is the last part. Evatas mevalas kevalassa dukkha skandha samutaya. That suffering is like a mountain. Skandha. There's a skandha term coming again. Dukkha skandha. So dukkha skandha, the last line there.
Dukkha skandha.
And the dukkha skandha means it's like a mountain of
Yes,
suffering.
yes.
So it can't resist. So that person is, just imagine a person doing such a bad action. What the situation is. Maybe a very small incident, but it can go up to there if you don't apply the brakes at somewhere. Well, Paticca Samuppadaya tells us all these things. So it's in this Paticca Samuppada, it is what Buddha has done is, if we'll go back to that again and again later, what Buddha has done is, Buddha has explained very broadly what the thoughts are doing, what our thoughts are doing. Avijja patya, sankara patya, because you can see nama rupa, the nama is a thought. Rupa is what is coming from that situation to that person. Maybe the anger is produced through the rupa and upadana rupa.
Yeah.
When the ayatana is, all the six senses are awake. Kalayatana, they are awake. They are acting now. They are activated by these things. So if you understood generally up to there what it is, so what it says is producing thoughts by this avidya, one by one going along this, because sankara is the fourth fourth element of a thought, sankara. So sankara is a fourth element of a thought. Vijnana is the fifth or the
This
final.
is the
Sankara.
final thought.
Yeah. And
Yana.
Vijnana,
Vinash.
yeah, Vijnana is the next one. Sankara Patya Vijnana. Vijnana is the final part or element of the thought.
Yes.
So avidya brings sankara, so disturbance to the system, then vijnana, then that change in feeling is feels by that person, that is vijnana. Then the vijnana promotes making more thoughts, nama rupa,
Yes.
with the help of nama rupa. Nama is outside things, nama rupa.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
it's telling, make more and more thoughts, please, to go along this path, which is the worst path to go.
Yeah.
Because starting with avidya. So some people say avidya is ignorance, which is not, you can argue, because ignorance brings you all these problems. But according to Buddha, avidya is believing that outside world the objects are there to help me or give happiness.
Yeah.
That,
Always.
that
So
is
that's the wrong view.
wrong impression, yeah, wrong feeling, wrong understanding. So avidya patya sankara, we'll go to that first again. Who gave the avidya? Sakkaya Ditthi, look at that. Sakkaya
Yes,
Ditthi.
Sankara.
Who gave the Sakkaya Ditthi? Kamacchanda Vyapada Tinavidya Uddhacca. So Kamacchanda Vyapada Tinavidya Uddhacca Kucha gave the Sakkaya Ditthi. Sakkaya Ditthi brought us to avidya. Through that. Avidya Patya. Sakkaya Ditthi Vijikiccha Silabbata Paramasa Kamaraga Patika. Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Manudda, Chavidya. So these are actually working with the six senses in different ways. Kama raga, Rupa raga. It's Kama raga means bringing the Kama repetitively, then the Rupa is coming into the system, Upadana Rupa is created, then the fictitious Upadana Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, the mountains of thoughts are created inside to make
Yes,
this bad
exactly.
action at the end. So these are all helping together to create that bad action, to destroy somebody or do something wrong to the society or somebody, or to the person himself, because some people suicide due to these things. So that is another action.
The terrible thing. Suicide. Yeah.
Suicide. So all these actions that you can see happening in the outside world are to do with these processes which are going through the systems of various people, unfortunately not knowing how the system works. Unfortunately, going to get the happiness from the world by attaching too much strongly, very strongly. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that is something to concentrate on, not to be at for any reason. Now we study, now we got some sort of a idea. This
Which
10
kind of idea? Yeah.
you got an idea of why I studied 10 defilements. Why the
Yeah.
person should study 10 defilements to start with, which is, as I said, that's the base. That is the base to work with, to look
Yes,
at
yes.
all the bad actions. So kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha, moha, matsarya, krodha, vayu. Now, Buddha expands these things for us to understand what is going on in the system. So this is one process. In between this process, so many things are occurring. But Buddha didn't say that to us straight away because then we get confused. So he gave these 10 defilements to get a basic idea, going from karma to krodha vaira, retaliation. Then Buddha went on to say these 5 elements or elements are preventing the calmness. That is 5 hindrances. These are preventing the calmness. Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tinamidda, Uddhacha, Kukucha, Vichikicha. So you can relate that to 10 defilements. You can, examine the two parts together. Then Buddha went on to tell us this is how the thought is made from the outside world, the objects.
Yes, how the torture made from the outside.
Rupa,
Of the
Vedana,
objects.
Sanna, Sankara, Vinyana. So how the thoughts are made, cruel thoughts. Buddha said a thought. Now see, now the question is, if we are making thoughts, Buddha said, now this is another important thing. Buddha said we can live without thoughts. Then the one might ask,
Yes.
how come we can live without thoughts? We can live with concepts. So that is Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. You stop there. Don't allow to go to, Sankara and Vijnana. So Sankara and Vijnana has to be stopped. Then you are not creating thoughts. You are living without thoughts. They are called concepts. They are called neutral concepts. So if you go Rupa, Vedana, Sanya is to identify what it is, but you are not going any further to change your system. Okay, now I am going to concentrate on this thought a few minutes, the next few minutes. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
We'll come to these things later. Roughly, what is Paticcasamuppada is doing. We can come to that later. Don't worry. Maybe tomorrow or day after, whatever. Okay, now concentrate on this, what is called the thought. Thought. T-H-O-U-G-H-T. Thought. Or Buddha's term, chitta.
Chitta.
Chitta. Yes,
Chitta.
thoughts, right?
Chitta, right?
Five
Yes.
thoughts. Thought.
Thought. Thought is chitta.
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 Chitta is the
Chitta.
Buddha's term. Yeah. Now see, thought stroke chitta.
Ah.
So chitta, what this chitta is doing, can we live without chitta? That's the question we are going to figure out, right?
Sure. We can.
We can. But Buddhas, Arahants are living without chitta. How come? The situation is this. Buddhas going for rupa. Okay. They look at outside world. They have to live in the world, this world. They can't just run away from the world. They have to live with the world. So Buddhas, Arahants are with the world. So they are living, they are existing in the world. Rupa is there. Then Vedana. Vedana is try to figure out whether these are helping me. So they know then and there they are not. They are not. These Rupa becomes Upadana Rupa inside. They are not helping me to get the happiness because it's a Rupa is a fictitious element.
Yes.
Element. So the fictitious element or fake element will never give us, that is the Buddha's argument. It will never give us, it will never give us happiness, permanent happiness, because it's a fictitious one. So
Yes,
therefore,
fictitious.
so when the Buddha sees the outside world, the things they know, they are not going to give permanent happiness to us. But they look at them then Vedana, they just skip that, go to Sanya. Sanya is they identify. For example,
Yeah.
say somebody is coming towards Buddha. The Buddha identify this is an elephant coming towards Buddha. This is a person coming towards Buddha. This is a house that we see. Buddha sees a house. Buddha sees any other thing in the world. So identify this is that. Okay, Buddha gets a plate of food. So Buddha identify this mango. This is another fruit. You name guava. This is beans, vegetable. This that. So identification is there. So you have to identify. But for that, Buddhas never go beyond that.
Oh, so
Yes,
Buddha
Sank-
stop
know.
here. Stop
Sankara,
here.
Sankara,
Yeah.
no Sankara, Vijnana, no Vijnana.
No
This
Tangana,
person.
no Vijnana. So Buddha knows the name. Just it. Yeah. Just
Just,
let it here.
yeah. Okay. What's the question?
My question is that Buddha also knows the name, right?
Yeah.
Because the worldly people would like to name them, yeah, in
Yeah.
different names. Buddha
Yeah.
knows it. Just stop here and no other thoughts, no other deeper thoughts, right?
Yes, no Sankara, no change in the system. Because
Oh, yeah.
no change in the particles of the system, parts of the system. The physically or emotionally, no change, no attachment, no repulsion. Never say yes I need, never say I don't want. So what happens there? Okay,
Nothing.
this
Yeah.
is to eat, this is to eat. Okay, I'll eat
Yeah.
it. So can I eat this without attaching? I can. If I'm eating a say mango, I can have the taste of mango. The Buddhas have the taste of mango to the maximum. Arahants have the taste of mango to the maximum. But they are not asking that to
Attach.
be there tomorrow also. I like to have it again and again. So there's no such
Yes.
thing. I had
Yes,
it,
yes.
finished. That's it. I had it, finished.
Yes.
Tomorrow
Yes.
might be somebody brings a very bad meal, say. Not that, like, we know we like different meals, but we don't like some, vegetables to eat, some,
Yeah.
some fruits to eat, there is no difference as such in Buddha's, thinking. No matter what it is to eat, eats. So that doesn't mean if you really don't like, that has to be eaten. No. So if you don't like, you won't hate it. You just put, you know, at a place or just keep it outside. Just eat what
Yes.
you like. But liking is one thing, attachment is another thing. So you have to be very clearly understand.
What's the difference between like
Liking,
and
liking,
and
when you
attachment?
have attachment, there is a change in the system. There's no
Yeah.
change in.
I can see that. Yes. May I say out my experience?
Yes, say that. Yes.
Maybe 10 more years ago, I saw a lady and carrying a beautiful and luxurious bag. I said I like it,
Yeah.
and I just praised that kind of bag and then forgot. And yeah, 7 years ago, that lady said, yeah, convinced and said something to me. I was so sorry. I didn't give that back to you. Actually, I have no attachment to her bag.
Yeah.
I just say I like it because
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to make her happy.
Yes,
Just it.
yeah, that's all right. Because Buddha, I told you, Buddha, that person came to Buddha and said, I'm going to sing a song. Would you like to listen to it? Yes. Is that
Oh,
the tune goes with the words? Yes. Buddha said yes. Is it, what about my girlfriend? Is she going to be happy? So Buddha said, no, I don't know. But you have to ask his girlfriend. So it's like that. So Buddhas, praise things. Praising and attaching is different.
Yes, exactly.
Now see, Buddha explain all these things, these teachings, asking us to do this, that. So that is not attachment. If you do it, you get the result. If you don't do it, you won't get the result. That's it. So that is not attachment as such.
Yes.
Attachment is forcing, forcibly asking, do this. I want this.
Oh,
I
so you
like
just
this.
use the word forcing, and this is
Forcing.
the
Yeah, by
attachment.
force. Yeah, attachment has to come by force. Yes, I like this. It's a force there. Strong attachment. Buddha said strong. Now see, when I'm explaining this, I'm attached to this Dhamma. Otherwise, I can't explain. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm attached to it.
No,
No,
you
no, no,
cannot.
no.
Otherwise, I can't remember. So I am attached to that, but not very strongly. I had to make sure I should not strongly attach to this and say to myself, the listeners must listen fully. Otherwise, I'm not happy. No, that is attachment.
Yeah.
That is attachment. That is attachment.
Mm,
If I say to myself,
wonderful.
if I say to myself, I'm teaching this for the sake of helping them to understand what Buddha said and make them happy and peaceful. I would say peaceful, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is not a attachment.
Yes.
If it is attachment, I have to ask you, why can't you understand this? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? I'll give you
Yes.
another example. Right, look at this. This is a good one. Okay,
Force us too much.
I'll give you this example. This is a good one, right? Say a child comes to learn mathematics.
Okay.
So the father calls the child and gives a problem. And father is looking for the correct answer of that question for the mathematics problem, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the child made a mistake and didn't get the right answer. If the father is shouting at the child, then there is an attachment, right?
Yeah.
Strong attachment.
Right.
If the father says, so father or mother, if the father or mother says, son, we also made similar mistakes when we were small. Don't worry, do it again. That is no attachment,
Yes.
right? Then say
Wonderful.
the second time, the child came with a wrong answer. So the parents are very patient fully and says, doesn't matter, you can make the mistake even 10 times, but the 11th time you will be right. That is no attachment.
Yeah.
Because you are not forcing the child to get embarrassed. No embarrassment. You are not embarrassment,
Embarrassed.
being, feel bad. No, we don't want that to happen. So that is
No.
the best teaching Buddha said. Now see, when Buddha was teaching, how many times some people were asking the question over and over again. Buddha repeated all the time. Buddha never shouted them.
Wow. Oh, wonderful.
So that is no attachment. So you can teach without attachment. You can do all your day-to-day things without not being
Attachment.
attached. When you feel better, as I said, to to clean this house, I can be angry, then that is attachment. I can be neutral and then do the thing with a smile, then no attachment. I can do a good job.
Yeah.
So at least now these things, sankara and vijnana is not there in the thought or the chitta. So that is when those two things are not there, it is not called as a chitta. Buddha said if there is a chitta, chitta need to have sankara and vijnana. If sankara and vijnana are not there in that chitta, that chitta cannot be called as chitta. It becomes a neutral concept.
Concept.
Yeah, neutral concept. Okay.
Yes. Okay, understand.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, I have to tell this tomorrow. I will not be able to come. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Tomorrow is Sunday, so it's you
Yeah,
should take a break.
yeah,
It's your break.
I'm going. I get late, so I won't be able to come. I'll be going out. So can we have that on Monday?
Sure, we can.
Sure.
Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, I think you got a good understanding about these things now. We'll go slowly for a couple of days, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. By Friday, you get a thorough understanding about all these things, I believe. Then we can go to the good parts like Punya Kriya or wholesome Kriya.
Awesome.
Yes. It's wholesome deeds, wholesome actions. Yes.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
And wholesome actions.
Okay, so
Pyongyang.
Punya Kriya, that's right. Punya Kriya, that's right. You can remember.
Pyongyang, cry.
Yeah. To get there, don't worry. You will, once you go through them, several times, you pronounce better and better.
Yes.
Now see,
We believe.
just imagine the day that you came, very first day, and now big difference, isn't it?
Sure.
You all
Yes.
have improved a lot. I can see that. The way you are questioning everything, it's beautiful. Very, very good. Okay, then if you're happy, we'll stop now.
Okay.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Okay. Have a good rest, Dr. Bodhi,
Yes.
and enjoy your free time.
Have a nice weekend. Yeah.
You too. Yeah, you too.
So before ending, please allow me to make a prayer.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
please, Daisy.
Okay. Blessed by the Buddha's wonderful teachings, the kind mental Bani, and the doctor's compassionate leading and inspiring, may all beings have the intention to Bodhi and quickly realize the unsurpassed enlightenment. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the wishing. Same to you all. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
All the best.
See you next Monday.
Monday. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.